And we are live. I heard a little feedback there. We are live. Thank you, everybody back. Welcome everybody back to the Money Pod Podcast, the college football betting show. This is Friday, and I'm joined by the Money Crew because somebody's going to be hot. We've seen it week after week after week. Somebody's hot. The last 2 weeks have we been on absolute fire. I'm your host, Moss Money. To my right, or to maybe your left, I got the best all-around better I know. Live better. BDiddy. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? You do have some feedback coming through.
Yeah, I know. I'll get
it. Yeah, man. We here, man. We've been rolling these last few weeks, especially on the college end. So excited to give some more gems out, man. Last week we was smoking.
Yes. I'll get to the numbers. And I think we can call you a professional. I think that's a good label for you. Our own professional bettor who could probably tell you when a quarterback prospect actually threw his first spiral. C Sharp, what's up, bro?
What's going on, fellas? Good to be back. No more birthdays for a while, so we should be good to go.
Yeah, man. So I said it before. You guys that come on the show. I gotta do something with that feedback. My bad, y'all. But when you guys come on the show, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It helps us so tremendously in the show. You guys have been doing an awesome job of doing it, doing a great job of doing it week in, week out. Keep it coming. Let's break records with these likes. I think we reached almost 30 likes or 40 likes. Let's get to 75. Can I get to 75? So everybody who watches the show, as soon as you come on, hit the like button. Once again, I really appreciate it. On the show, and obviously follow us on all Money Pop Podcast social media. Your Money Pop Podcast on YouTube. We just dropped. We had a new capper come on yesterday. She dropped same game parlay, and it hit 15-1. Smack 50-1. First pitch and took it out the park. So we're gonna have that keep coming week after week. So you follow us on all social media platforms. All right. Quick recap. I know I'm talking fast. But quick recap, still building my spreadsheet so we can understand ROI and all that stuff. But Diddy, he was hot last week and the week before. You know what I thought about what I can get for us? I'm going to get us turnover change. I'm going to get us turnover money pot change. You know what I mean? So everybody will have one. So when it's your turn, you throw on the change and you go with the money pot sign. Diddy went 4-0 on all your straight bets. You teaser, but you went 4-0, and then the week before that, what I have, you went 2-1. So the last 2 weeks are 6-1, and all your straight up plays, very sharp angle. Obviously doing a thing in sharp, you bounced back really big last week. That first week started off hot, second week kind of regressed, and right back to where you started. We 3-1 last week. Have to check that one push. You might have got that before the number, so you might have been 1-4. I know you lost. I think me and you both lost Arkansas take, but I thought that one might have been. I think that one I have down as a push, but still in all, back to your normal. And I unfortunately had a terrible week last week in college play. Struck out, went up again, and struck out again. The only thing I hit was our bet that we all liked, was the Candace and Duke bet. All my takes were off, all my takes were wrong. So, but together now, I gotta find a song for that. Together, we are 21, 13, and 2. So you know what that means? That's better than last week, 58%. We talked about how professional bettors hit at 55. We were at 58. We were at 62% as a group betting, which is crazy. That means we're printing money. That is an unreal clip for right now. First quarter of the season's off. We're going to keep it rolling. I think we can get to 65. Do you think we can get to 65% betting, which is sick, right? Just a sick number. Think about it. Get a little bit close on that 7. That means out of every 10 bets, we're hitting 7. It's ridiculous. Hit that, drop that like button, and please just drop a comment, drop MPP in the comment, and let us know that we're doing good.
I mean, as a group over 60%, we got 100 likes. Come on now, 100 likes.
Easy.
You got syndicate groups that are not doing that. You know,
we gotta get more likes. Come on, guys.
that are not doing that. So, all right, a little bit. I know I was pulling myself with those numbers, bragging a little bit. Let's get into the game. Let's get into week 6. You know our format, round table as we go. But the person with the hot hand goes first. BDiddy, the floor is yours, bro. What's up?
Yeah, man. I'm going to kick it off with an early game, 12 p.m. game. Last week, I was on the other side, which was LSU +2. They did their thing over there. I had them in a teaser playing against Auburn. So that was a good pick there for that teaser. But I'm going to go here, man. I think Tennessee here, -2.5, is a good number here. I think it was at 3, dropped to 2.5. I'm just not fully convinced on LSU. I know defensively they seem to be where they need to be. They had a good win against Mississippi State, followed that up against Auburn, who really doesn't have any offense. They were tight very first week against Florida State. I think that was an overtime game or a last second field goal. Field goal was blocked or something like that. Something crazy. But this Tennessee offense is just too tough to stop. And I think they've shown that week in and week out. You're seeing the Vols defense has been playing really stout against the pass. But Hooker offensively with this Tennessee offense is pretty much unstoppable. I like them to go into Louisiana State. The line is telling me Tennessee here. It's hard to play in Death Valley, and for that line to be minus on the other side here, I'll take the Tennessee here and gamble. I like where the line's at 2.5. I see it being a little closer, but I feel like the fourth quarter they should try to pill out. Most likely probably the 8 to 10 point win here for Tennessee.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Sharp. What you got? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Sharp, you got me? Yeah. You up next, bro?
Yeah, now it's better. I was going to say you faded out there for a minute, but now it's better. So I've got a couple questions. I do have a play in this game. My lean was your way. I do see a better bet. It's my top overall. I mean, top 3 play. I can't really call it my top play because personally it's the same value as my top 3. So, but I like LSU under 31.5 team total. So the overall total 65. You just kind of ran through why you like Tennessee. You mentioned you like Tennessee's defense. I'm not going to give out the total as a play because, again, I just see that LSU team total is the sharpest angle in this game. So give me LSU under 31.5. But for those people out there that might have a feeling one way or the other, I tend to think this game is going to be a lower scoring game than the number. And I do lean Tennessee. But for my play, give me LSU under 31.5.
Yeah, it's not that Tennessee has I guess maybe I misspoke. I don't know if they have a great defense. They don't. I think they're just good against the run. They're good against the run, and I think that's where LSU kind of lays their hand against is the run into the pass. They're passing. They're like 100th and against with on offense as far as the passing. Yeah, and I'm not really worried too much.
Checked out on their team.
Exactly. So it's one of them things where I can see that being the case here. But I can see possibly it being almost like because Tennessee moves the ball so fast, LSU is going to get a lot more possessions than they usually get throughout a normal game. So can they get over that 31? I wouldn't be surprised if they did because of the amount of possessions that they would have opportunity to do it. So that would be my only fade is that LSU is going to get a lot of possessions because Tennessee moved the ball so fast up and down the field.
I get that. I don't know. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling that, like you were saying, I think Tennessee. I don't think they're great overall on defense, but I think Tennessee's vulnerability on a defense is their secondary, and I don't think LSU can exploit that. So I'm with you on Tennessee. Like I think you're right that this game could be 2 scores in the end, and I think it's because LSU can't get to that 31 number. So we might see it a little differently, but I think we're seeing the game pretty similar.
Just think about it, Sharp, just quickly, then we'll move on. I know I want to hold on to this one because I want to get your pick too. Is that if Tennessee's scoring and they're getting close to the 30, 40 mark, them late games, you might be getting that back door possible. So just be mindful of that.
Well, I think it goes both ways. Like, you could get backdoored on your bet. Like, I think if a backdoor's happening, we're both getting backdoored. Like, I think that game, if there's a backdoor, it's because LSU backdoor covers, the game backdoor goes over, and LSU backdoor covers their total. So, does that make sense? Like, I think if you're seeing a backdoor, I think you're in trouble for the backdoor
Yeah,
as well.
but I don't see them losing though. That's the one thing I don't see.
Okay.
I don't see them losing. So it's like the backdoor doesn't hurt my 2.5.
I get that, and
I can see it being like a 41. Here comes the 41-34, something crazy backdoor, just because they're trying to catch up. They're up 10 under 3 minutes, getting down the field. You know, what I mean, stuff like that bullshit. But just be mindful of it. Only I'm saying that only because the amount and the speed that Tennessee moves the ball and they get through their possession so fast. That's why I'm saying you're going to get more possessions than normal. But just something to think about, Sharp.
You're right. I got it locked in. I mean, I really like I said, I think it's one of my top 3 plays. So
sure. We'll see. I want to see how that works out. Yeah, for sure. I hope for both hits.
All right, Sharp, you up next.
Well, I mean, I just gave out one of my top 3, LSU under 31.5. But I can give you another one if you want. We were just already talking about that game, so I figured I might as well give it out.
Let me get my 2 cents in here, man.
Perfect.
I'm going with Mississippi State first quarter -3. I don't think Jefferson is going to play. He hasn't practiced all week this week. That line has been ticking up. I think it opened up at -8, maybe even 8.5. I think it's up to 9.5 on certain books. Wouldn't surprise me if it hits 10 by kickoff. So give me first quarter Mississippi State -3.
I like it.
Yeah, they're not. That offense is Jefferson.
Yeah, he has a concussion, right? So what is concussion?
Concussion. That offense is Jefferson.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
And I've got a little kind of inside information on that too. And I think it applies to the OU game with the starting quarterback being out. He's not going to go. We can talk about that in a little bit. But both teams are going to skip their second string quarterback. I'm 99% sure of this. And they're going to go with their third string quarterbacks. Both teams. I'm 99% sure of this. Unless I'm being flat lied to, which I highly doubt. You're going to be looking at Nick Evers starting for OU. And you're going to be looking at Cade Thornton starting for Arkansas. So we'll see.
Is there a reason for that, Sharp?
I've heard with Nick Evers, it's just flat talent. Like, the second stringer's been in the program a little longer, but it's just arm talent. And I think if Gabriel's out, they're hoping that if it gets into a shootout like that, go with the guy that has more upside with his arm. Malik Hornsby is the backup for Arkansas, and I think he's having problems within the program, like within the coaching staff. He looked dejected on the sideline with KJ Jefferson's injury problems. This week I've heard he swiped their team off some of the social media stuff. That tells me they've already told him the third string's going. I don't know what that is, in the transfer portal where these kids wear their heart on their sleeve publicly. So I don't know. I think both those teams are going for third string for whatever reason. Coaching staff just believes in the young kids.